Psychology is fake. I don't really know how I'm going to say this in a way that is going to connect with people, but I think I've been trading for 6 years, and after becoming profitable for about 3 now, I think psychology is fake. And you're probably wondering, why would you say that? And it's a lot of things for sure. You know how your friend says to read a psychology book, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, great book by the way, and you read it and you think it's going to fix all your problems, and it doesn't. And then you read another book, Best Loser Wins, Tom Hogarth. Does it fix your problems? No, it doesn't. Then you read another book and you watch another YouTube video and you watch another video and you're like, this is not helping. I don't know what to do. And over time, for me, I watched all this. I switched strategies a million times. I, tried everything in the book. And over time, my psychology just got better. But it wasn't after one day. It was a gradual thing. I never saw it coming. I don't know when the day people say, oh, one day clicks for me. There was never a day clicked for me. There was never a day clicked for me. I kept going, and over time my psychology has gotten better and better. And I think that psychology is fake because, well, yes, it's a combination of so many things that, people say to do. You want to know what the real secret is to fixing your psychology? It's going inside your brain and learning about yourself. How do you do that? You read a book, Trading in the Zone. You read Best Loser Wins. You watch a YouTube video by TGR. You watch a video by some Tory Trades. You watch a video by anyone on YouTube talking about psychology, and their experiences aren't actually helping you. It's your experiences helping you based off of their inspiration, but also mixed with you learning about yourself. And, being in the space for 6 years, I've seen so many traders and influencers and people just like come and go. There was so many old influencers on Twitter that are just gone now and working at McDonald's. I'm being dead serious. I know a guy used to make a ton on earnings plays, and he's working at some place now. But you have to understand there's not a secret thing. Okay, the real secret is you, and it's time. And as you go along in your trading journey, you're going to figure out these things, but you're not going to know when you figure them out, if that makes sense. Like, you don't truly know, like, oh, one day, I figured out how to not revenge trade anymore. You don't figure it out. It just kind of gradually happens. You blow an account. Okay, 2 months later, blow an account. Okay, 4 months later, blow an account. Okay, now it's getting to the 8-9 month mark. You're not blowing accounts, and then finally blow one. And it just kind of slowly just like creeps up on you. And then one day you're like, damn, like I'm stubborn. I follow my rules. I'm disciplined. Was there one thing that ever helped me? No. Was Trading in the Zone a great book that I read multiple times? Of course. But Mark Douglas didn't help me. No one helped me. I did. I went inside my brain and really found my weakness and helped me. And, the thousands or hundreds of thousands of people, watching videos on YouTube all day about psychology. Yes, you feel like you've gotten value from the video, and you comment, oh my God, like, thank you for this value. I'm going to change my trading around. And then the next week you just don't, because you can't execute it or enforce it. But that's part of the journey. And, I used to give a testimonial to some dude, and I'm like, oh, you changed my trading forever. You want to know what happened? I blew my account like 2 weeks later. I don't know why I ever sent that. And the real testimonial, like, is yourself. Like, there was never any, ICT helped me, but did he teach me how to trade? No, like, it was all me. What he gave me was good and was profitable, but it wasn't profitable unless I was profitable, unless the person behind the strategy is profitable. I probably went from strategy to strategy. I tried so many ICT concepts. I tried so many retail strategies, indicators, everything. And, I never started getting better until I finally started to stick to one thing. And that one thing I love, IFGs, obviously. I just loved. I knew it was for me. When I figured them out, how to trade IFGs, I kept them quiet for a little bit because, oh my God, I found a gem. And, obviously I shared them now, and, all of social media uses them, but like, I knew it was for me. I knew it was mine. Like, it was calling my name, me and the way I trade them it was mine. And I generally fell in love with, winning setups off IFGs. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just kind of a feel thing. But, going back to the point where, people think that there's one thing that's gonna save them, that's gonna help them. There's not. And, most people don't realize that before giving up or before it's too late. And, a lot of young people, they come in the game and they don't even make it 3 years. And if you're not going to accept, or you're not willing that you're going to lose money your first year or two, like, this is just not, like, don't even trade, dude. Like, if you're the type of guy who watches halfway through a YouTube video and then you get bored, like, don't even try trading. You're never going to get it. There's just no way. I finished every single YouTube video I watched. I had a very good attention span. I needed to focus when I learned trading. And, there's no half-assing. I backtested for thousands of hours, and there's never any shortcuts. But I want want to let you guys know that no one on YouTube, not even this video, is going to help you. Yourself in your own brain is going to help you. Okay. It's not going to be me. It's not going to be TJR. It's not going to be anyone. I promise you. And you just have to understand that. And if you do understand that, you're not going to give up. But if you don't understand that, you're going to give up because you think one video that you watch shouldn't help you. When in reality, it's the videos, but then it's your own experience after watching the videos for years of you just trading your own price action and watching the chart. And that was the biggest secret that, you know, really changed my life. And it changed it gradually. It never changed in a day. It didn't change in a month. It didn't change in a year. I'm still going. And I obviously I'm, you know, there's a pool in my family room right now, but it's like, there's never anything that clicked, and there never will be probably. And I think it's just super important to understand that. So as I wrap up this video, I just want you to know that you're not alone. You know, you might have a different problem than someone else because, you know, people make these videos for thousands of people every day. And, you know, every single person has something different. You know, obviously my issue, you know, for some of you guys who know, was I can never hold trades or hold wins because I used to have this losing trauma where I used to lose so much. So then when I started winning, I couldn't hold the trade. So I sold for like 10 points and it was causing me to be unprofitable. You know, I ended up getting over that, but it wasn't anything that helped me. It was just trading a lot more. Okay. Like there's suggestions I can make. There's suggestions for your certain, you know, circumstance, but there's never anything that I can say that's going to, you know, fix you. It's going to be your mental. It's going to be your brain. It's going to be you figuring out yourself. And that's really what it comes down to. But just know that you're not alone. You know, there's millions of people who struggle with day trading. And, you know, if you think you're going to go on a video and, you know, oh, this psychology video is going to fix everything for me, it won't. Not this video won't even, you know, fix anything for you. Just know it takes a lot of time, and trading is the hardest, easiest money to make. And many people get the flip flop. They think it's the easiest, hardest money to make, but it's hard first and then it's easy. But it's still a hard type of easy once you do start making money, because you still have to show up every day, like following your rules and your discipline. Just, you know, today I took a trade and I stopped after trade, and everyone was like, no, Dodgy, why don't you trade in the New York session? Because I already took my trade. I'm done. I don't really care what happens out there. But you'll learn yourself. I don't know you. I don't know my best student. I don't know any of my students' psychology. You don't know my psychology. You don't know my conviction when I'm going to trade. It's an experience thing. And, you know, sometimes people call it vibes. Some people call it screen time. Some people call it experience. And a lot of you still need that. So that is going to be it for this video. I mean, there's really nothing else to say, but nothing will fix you besides yourself. So.